EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And his first look is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And his throw here is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Mecole Hardman. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
For a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
But he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Taken down at the 30. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dallas Goedert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Scouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Atlanta.
Now Penix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Penix. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up second down.
Bounds at the 30-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Penix. Right back to Pitts again. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 41.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. You will continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Right back to Achane on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Raider first down. First and 10 at the 35.
Throwing is Hurts. That's caught. Jack Bush with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The Raiders at 13-3 now on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Go Silver, right?
Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kevontae Turpin from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. The extra point earned and good by Aubrey.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Falcons 3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. KJ Osborne, 63 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raiders offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Great. Trimmer.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really wanted him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Again, running right is Gainwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Short throw, caught by Bowers. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Penix. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Matt Arisen now on to punt this one away.
3 and out. 4th down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
They go play action with Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
To the air, Penix.
And his pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. He's got his target. That's complete. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he enters this final weekend of the regular season as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll throw with Penix. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Ventrell Miller leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Third and 14.
Penix working out of the gun here.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
At the 48-yard line.
Great. Trimmer.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
63.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9 now. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And the Falcon first down.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. Here's 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
They'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
35-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So we are deadlocked at the break. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been effective with the ball in his hands all season long. The NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdowns scored on the ground. Third quarter starts with a run from Gainwell. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball under 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is incomplete.
Intended for Dallas Goedert. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give, running right, H.M.
And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
48-yard line.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Algier now up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running leads with a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that draws him level. It's 23-23. So matching field goals here to begin this third quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long, very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he comes into this final weekend of the season as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to end his strong campaign on a high note. Now Carter to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And the Raiders have got him.
Max Crosby
Getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return.
A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Achane.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And here now come the Falcons.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Great.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of
4 yards the pickup. First down.
First and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. That's to Bash over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
That's another.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll run with Carter.
And now moving a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Second and goal.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
It's a loss of
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dallas Goddard, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Raiders 30, Falcons 23.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Pierce now up the middle.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Henry on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Black.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Max Crosby.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Trimmer.
Here's Hurts to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
In punt formation.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set. 60 red. Ready, go. Ready.
First down, and they'll start with Algier.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
32.
Here's Lance. Well, that'll be incomplete. And he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Hardman on the return.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Great, set. Hey, let's go.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Head coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Running right, here's Achane.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for Las Vegas.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyquan Thornton, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Aubrey going with the PAT.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
37. Falcons 26.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways call this penalties.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Falcons first down.
London, the motion man right.
A gain of 21 yards.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Tyler Gordon on the cover.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
Lance's pass. Hurry. To Damian Pierce.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Third down.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown.
So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Now Lance.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Yeah, they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It's a gain of 4.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's to the right side, caught by Berman. And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.